Approximately 1 year ago, I started making videos about why I hate Gen Z. And I tell you what, we have come up with so much evidence that these people are the worst generation of all time. And that is what I will provide you with today. Ladies and gentlemen, kick back, relax, and really take a good hard look at these people and thank your lucky stars you are not them.
I'm Nala Ray. I am the Ahego Queen.
What is the, how's it pronounced?
Ahego.
Yeah, so this is a whatever podcast that I've been on. It was very fun. Did you see what her eyes did then? See how she does the eye? I can't really do it. But if I did do it, don't screenshot it. Don't want to make it look like I'm one of those ladies. Or maybe I am. Anyway, point being, you can tell by the fact that she has furry ears, her tits out, and that she's just going to say something great. And she's a great reflection on who and what Gen Z is. There you go. Do you know why people do that? To represent someone ejaculating on them. Wow.
The cum face, basically.
Lord have mercy.
I don't think he was there. I think that was added in after.
Okay. That's the other one. That's the other one. Okay.
I'm dominant.
You're dominant?
Yes. I'm
What?
daddy.
You're daddy.
I want to get in contact with a pharmaceutical company and buy out an entire year's supply of antipsychotics. She needs them intravenously now.
Yeah.
Did that hurt? Daddy.
I'm daddy. I fuck girls with strap-ons. This is what makes me more dominant. I would fuck a guy.
Why wasn't I there for this episode? It would have been hilarious. I'm going to go back on that show. It was fun.
I would fuck a guy, but they're too scared.
See, now everyone's being polite and listening. You need some dickhead like me to push back. Not against the strap-on.
Do you date men or women?
Oh, I'm so attracted to men. I feel like my masculine energy is higher than most men's masculine energy.
Shut up.
Like even in bed, I would literally fuck you until you were doubting your sexuality. I also tried someone who did what I did, and I turned them basically gay. So I fucked him until he became gay or something. I swear to God.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like you're like, oh my God, I have no more inside my body anymore. The fuck is wrong with this lady? Like you'll never want to cheat on me.
I remember when I was 16 and I had that problem. Ah yes, blisters on me knob.
But if you're with someone and you have a girl, I'm gonna sit on your fucking and be like, isn't my tighter? Isn't it better? Isn't that just hot? I'm a competition in myself. Like I just have to.
I think we need to bleep a lot of what she just said. Because YouTube's gonna go, hey, he's up. It's gonna be a long video. Okay, twerking as a spiritual practice.
Shaking is such a primal practice of releasing trauma and somatic blockages and emotions through our body, especially our hips. Our hips, now we know, is where we store emotions.
Yep.
Fuck off. You do not store your emotions in your hips. And look at her shit tattoos. This is another Gen Z thing. All these fucking people walk around with little drawings on their hands and their fucking arms. You look like a fucking idiot. You look like you've fallen asleep at a fucking kindergarten. You fucking cock smokers. God. Okay, so this is from I'm a Shea Rose. You start living your truth, you become ... Dude, mate, the fucking catchphrases that these people use, like live your truth. I don't want to sound hyperbolic here, but I've never wanted to jump into a wood chipper more than listening to Gen Zs speak or type or talk about anything.
So when you are twerking, when you're shimmying, you are literally releasing trauma, releasing stored.
Maybe that's why all those whores twerk all the time, because they're just full of trauma. Oh my God, my uncle touched me. Twerky, 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 twerky. Does it help? Does it help? Or does your uncle come back for more?
Releasing stored emotions from your hips. When you're bending your knees, you're crouching on the floor, you're connecting to earth, you're connecting to the womb, you're restoring your energy. And that's why it's not even just...
You connect into the womb when you crouch on... Is that why all those dudes who work at building sites that come from Asian backgrounds are just all crouching to have a durry? Is that why? Because they're trying to connect to the womb?
That's why it's not even just an African dance, but in Middle Eastern dance, in Latin American dance, salsa dance, bachata, every single dance form has some form of hip movement to it.
Is that because the hips are in the middle of the body, maybe?
This is also why zebras, when they're running away from a lion and
How are we talking about zebras in the same video we're talking about twerking?
when they're running away from a lion and they're about to get eaten and they make it in the nick of time, they shake their bodies off, release the trauma, and they come back to homeostasis.
Wow. Wow, babe.
So I started to realize that as I was doing this, I was healing myself through all of these generations of collective trauma that now we know with epigenetics is actually stored within our systems. And I realized that.
So she's going to talk about epigenetics here and how generational trauma is stored within her genome. May or may not be true, but I tell you what's not true. The fact that you can twerk and make up for the fact that your grandma was fucking stabbed.
Twerking, shimmying, undulating, shaking truly is a spiritual practice. And now I share it as much as I can.
Jesus used to twerk. He twerked on the cross. POV, we sat next to a German businessman on his first date. Okay, so I don't know if there's many Germans that watch this content, but I know a few German people, not the most enjoyable people to be around. I'm sorry, I once lived with one. She put potatoes on her face when she was sick. Fuck's going on there? Anyway, so this guy's on a first date. Let's see how he treats his first date.
The problem is that I told you to come at 2 p.m. and you came at 2:04, 4 minutes late.
Oh my God, she's 4 minutes late. What the fuck are we gonna do, mate? What if she couldn't find a park, you dickhead?
I'm not used to this kind of delay.
Who uses the word delay? Fuck you.
For me, it's not possible, to have a relationship where my partner is not showing up on time.
Damn. Sounds like he's doing an impression of a German JFK. I don't like this man. And this bloke is definitely a Gen Z type of person. You can tell by the haircut, the way he looks, the way he leans forward like this. Because he's been on a fucking iPad his entire life. Fuck you, mate. You cocksucker.
You want to make me the villain? Fine. I'll be the villain. I'll be the villain.
Okay, so this is a great representation of what women have become in Gen Z and what men have become. The women want to fuck dudes with strap-ons, and this guy is just, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Is sex better with a post-op versus a natural one? I have also had sex with a woman. Back when I used to have a penis, I did have sex with women.
Hey! God damn it. At a nightclub, that'd get you. She'd get you.
And it was very enjoyable. And this is
It is enjoyable.
how I know that once you start having intercourse, they're stretched out. And yeah, it gets super lubricated and all this stuff. But after a while, it's just kind of like, you know?
Yes.
And I didn't like that.
You didn't like that? You did...
I enjoyed having anal sex with guys because it's tight.
Dang.
It stays tight throughout like the whole ordeal.
The ordeal. That's how I want my sex life to be described. An ordeal.
For me, in my opinion, the positive things that could come from having sex with a post-op transgender woman is that you get to experience the tightness, the custom look of it.
Yeah, like bedazzled and it's got rims on it.
Because it is custom to every single person. When you go into surgery, they tell you, are you more interested in being super deep, more wet? Are you interested in it being nice and tight?
Mate, I want a tight, deep, wet cavern that I can just live in. That's what I want.
Looking, your lips to be longer or shorter, or do you want a little slit? Back to the question, is it better? I would say yes.
So a trans man's vagina is better than a natural woman's vagina. Your pussies suck, ladies, all right? Men pussies are much better. And here's the thing. If you're a Gen Z person watching that video right there, the whole thing you just would have been going, yep, I agree. I completely agree. You are valid. Yep, I agree. Everything. Everything you say is completely correct. Thank you.
Have you ever tried Perineum sunning? You know, where you get the sun where it doesn't usually shine. Safely, in the morning hours, of course. In only 10 minutes of Perineum sun, you get as much vitamin D as you would in an entire day wearing clothes outside. How's that for a vitamin D hack?
You gotta... Yeah. Fuck off, Gen Z. Have a fucking vitamin D supplement. It's not hard. Just fucking pop it in your mouth and you don't have to have your asshole spread in your backyard. And then your poor fucking old pensioner neighbour next door has a heart attack and falls off a ladder because he's seen your entire asshole and seen your breakfast just fizzing in there. Fuck! The worst part about being a female in this generation of men is you don't know if you should be more wary of the man you're meeting or the men on your way to your destination. Okay, we get it. All right, you're a victim. Congrats. Also, you catch public transport. You're obviously poor. Don't talk to me.
Going to the gym doesn't make you better than anyone else.
It certainly makes me better than you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've fucking seen more than enough of this video. One more, and then that's it. Okay, this is crazy. I don't know what this is about, but this particular human being, who was definitely a bloke, used to work for Joe Biden in the White House and then got fired because he was stealing people's luggage from airports and then wearing the clothes in there, like stealing ladies' luggage.
Pronouns sometimes slow that down, right? Like, the assumption makes things easier. We are, every single time we meet someone, immediately putting some type of judgment on them.
Shut the fuck up, mate. Of course we put judgment on people we just meet. It's how we stay safe. It's how we connect. Yeah, fucking... Here's the thing. I reckon with pronouns, if you meet someone who may or may not, it's ambiguous what they are, then okay, sure, maybe their pronouns are important. Maybe it's important to tell them. But with this guy, like, g'day, mate. How's dude life treating you? You've fucking got a bald head and a mustache. Shut up.
Really quickly, so we know how to interact with them. But that judgment could be wrong. And so I think...
So what?
The hard part is to change perspective. Now, this isn't asking you to run a marathon. This is you...
Oh my God.
This is you saying that
you need a wig.
Want to be respected in a specific way, and I can do that for you by using a pronoun.
This is where Gen Z's going, mate. This is gonna... You guys are so obsessed with pronouns and shit. It's gonna be a fucking real weird life for you, I'll tell you that much.
Today I'm going to show you how to use Lorax pronouns in sentences. Laura has a strong sense of self and is confident in Lorax self.
What the fuck is a Lorax?
Lorax is proud of Laura's self and all of the accomplishments Lorax has achieved, and Laura's not afraid to show it. And I know you might be thinking...
You don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, fuck me dead. I wish Vladimir Putin would shove a nuclear missile up my ass and fucking incinerate me. What are you talking about?
This person right here, super crazy.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was thinking something like that.
No, I just like to validate other people and make people feel comfortable with being themselves.
I'm off validating people. All right? I'm sick of validating fucking Gen Z people too. Shut up. This is what you've never been told in your life. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. This is the worst thing about social media. Idiots like fucking Lorax over here gets a voice. Shut the fuck up.
And don't forget that neo-pronoun users are people.
Okay, so neo-pronouns. Neo-pronouns are a category of new, which means neo-pronouns that are increasingly used in place of she, he, or they. Is. Fuck off. What are some cool neo-pronouns? A is, fey, fierce, furs, knee, nims, nerves. Sounds like I'm having a fucking fit. Okay, go on, please.
Why would someone want to use Lorax pronouns? Well, maybe the Lorax, which is a character from a Dr. Seuss book, is that person's comfort character.
What's your comfort character? Get some Lexapro.
Lorax is very compassionate and has a lot of love that they want to give. And let's not forget that pronouns are honestly just words, and every word is just made up.
Yeah, which is why I want everyone to start calling me Cumshot Millionaire. That's my new name, bros. And if you don't respect me, you should be locked up.
There's no harm in trying to help someone feel validated and feel comfortable, as long as the validation is not something that's harmful to other people, it's not something that's killing other people, it's not something that's destroying other people's lives.
Yeah, sure, it's not going to hurt me. Fine. But there's lots of things that won't hurt me that I don't do because I don't want to. Like sucking dicks. I don't think that sucking dicks is going to hurt me, but I don't do it because I don't want to. And for the same reason, I shan't be calling you Z-Zim-Zer, all right? Shove your Z-Zim-Zer up your date.
I am white before I am queer.
I am white before I am queer. Okay?
Yep.
Who is this bloke and why is his t-shirt see-through?
I talked about this last year when I had maybe 5% of the followers that I have now, so let me talk about it again. I'm a gay man, right?
No shit.
Do I face hardships and injustices because I'm gay? Absolutely.
Like what, mate? I'm sick of this. This is what this generation does. They all play the fucking victim. Why are you oppressed? What is happening? What rights do you not have that everyone else has? All right? If you're going to say that, you have to at least list them.
Is that valid? Yes. Am I still white first? I am. And let me tell you why.
I know what they're going to say here. They're going to be like, I'm still white, so I don't get oppressed as much, so it's not as hard for me as other queer people. But it does sort of sound like they're saying, I'm still white though, I'm white. It's some white pride shit. That's what it smells like at the start here, mate. So I hope you clear it up.
I knew I was white before I knew I was gay.
What?
Other people knew I was white before they knew I was gay.
Dude, your gayness is flaming. It is screaming from the rooftops. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, it's screaming, flaming.
So I have been treated as a white person, specifically a white man, longer than I have been treated as a gay man, okay?
What is your fucking point, mate?
And even though I am visibly queer, this is still the first thing you see.
Can I just say, there are more important things happening in the world than your skin color and what your sexuality is. Fucking get over it.
When an officer pulls me over, they see this first. They don't see this. So I absolutely have valid struggles as a gay man, of course, and I will fight to fix them my entire life. But I need to remember I'm white first, and I have.
What are your struggles? I just wish you would list your struggles,
and I have
please.
White privilege first.
Okay, you got white privilege. Congratulations. Put me off. Is this a song? These chicks with these fucking haircuts, I imagine this is going to be a positive song about men. Great song, by the way. This is right up there with Stairway to Heaven. Fuck yeah. But then, second date, what happened? He pulled his cock out and it was too big. Handed me the hammer. My God, she's... What have you done? Shit. This is Gen Z. And I know this video might seem ridiculous. Why am I having a crack at Gen Z? I've had some experiences over the last few months where I've dealt with people of that age group and I fucking want to rip my hair that is remaining out. It does my head in. These people are so entitled and they are just... I cannot deal with them. I've spoken to other people my age and older who have employed these type of people and they just go, I cannot deal with them. I had electricians at my house this morning. They said, oh, we had to let an apprentice go last week. He was a Gen Z, he was a piece of shit. I said, I fucking know, right? And yeah, you don't take too kindly to being shushed in the cinema. Grow the fuck up. Oh, and it's this shit. This is what Gen Z does. Throws fucking soup on a nice painting.
What is worth more? Art or life?
None of your business. Shut up.
Is it worth more than food?
I don't know. Didn't you just throw food on the painting?
Worth more than justice?
Justice.
Are you more concerned about the protection of a painting?
These Just Stop Oil pieces of shit are the most painful people of all time. Did you see the chick who threw glitter at that wedding the other week? If you had done that at my wedding to protest something, I probably would have fucking self-combusted. Weddings are stressful events, and then you turn up trying to stop oil with all your fucking magical glitter. Turn up with an idea of how to move away from oil. Don't just turn up with glitter and paint and glue yourself to shit, you fucking idiots.
I'm sorry, I disagree. When the Taliban can use our social media, but an ex-president can't, there is something wrong with that.
That is a very fair point. He's talking about Donald Trump, right? I know a lot of people don't like Donald Trump, and most of them, if you ask them why they don't like Donald Trump, they go, no, I don't know, I just don't like him. But there's something else happening in this video. Look at how this is done. There are captions on the screen. There are people talking on the screen, all to get your attention and keep you there, keep the Gen Zs fucking watching on TikTok. And then there's a fucking car going down some ramps. That's how much you fucking people suck. You can't even watch a video without watching a fucking another video while words pop up on the screen so you can hear it and read it and see it and watch a video at the same time. You people make me fucking sick. Let's continue with the video.
Did the Taliban violate community guidelines?
It doesn't matter.
I think it matters.
Did the Taliban violate community guidelines. They behead people, you Generation Z fucking Hey. This is literally what happens on Twitter in real life. People screaming about he, she, he, she. This is what this argument's about. Someone saying the wrong pronoun. That is ridiculous. Let's go to the comment section because there's a very funny comment right there. This is from HireLink5 saying he more times than Michael Jackson did. Hilarious. Bring back bullying. I fucking agree. So this lady isn't Generation Z, or if she is, it must be a harsh wind around her joint. This is this attitude, right? Like, obviously this is a very overweight lady. Like, that doesn't make her a bad person. The issue I take with it isn't so much that she's parading around a big fat guts. It's what she says in her caption. I'm so over Photoshop. I'm so over filters and the constant pressure to look perfect. What is perfect anyway? Well, it's not that. It's not that. And this, she might not be a Gen Z person, but she has a Gen Z attitude where everyone else must change and I'm perfect and you have to find me attractive, etc., etc., etc. Fuck you to the moon. Trans girl experiences her first intense period. Surely this is not real.
I swear to God, if anyone says welcome to womanhood, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Why are you the way that you are?
Mate. Doesn't even need to be said. Doesn't even need to be said. You can't have periods!
It's honestly so rogue that 100 years ago, 14-year-olds would lie about their age so they could fight and die on foreign soil halfway across the world in a war they knew nothing about. And like now, people will be in their mid-20s and will only make a reservation at a restaurant if it's got an online booking system because they get too anxious about having to call up to reserve a table. Wild.
This is Jack Tosel. I actually really like Jack. He's a good guy. You should follow him on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. He's spot on. 100 years ago, the generation that was the youth back then was going to war, dying and fighting alongside each other, and the ladies back at home were looking after everything else, running the factories, all that shit. But now the teenagers and the young adults who are finishing school and going into the workforce, the people who were the age of the people who went to fight in the First World War, are the most feeble-minded, weak, insignificant human beings that have ever lived. And that doesn't mean that you have to be, if you are one of these people, you can be an outlier. You really can. But it seems to me that this is an attitude across that entire age group, that they are terrified of everything, they are absolutely frightened of offending each other, and they will do anything in their power to make their lives as comfortable and non-challenging as possible, and that is an easy way to make your life shit.
The metallic writing. I keep seeing so many tops with this metallic writing on it, and every time I'm like,
metallic. Fuck you, you fucking fuck.
Pull out with his chopstick, I cut him like he's ashamed. Japanese bitch.
There's actually a new ad for Pantene.
Imagine being trans and trying to go get your medication. I literally walk up there, the lady on the phone.
Why did you assume her gender?
She's like, oh, can I have your last name? And so I give it to her. She's like, oh, okay, I'll meet you out there and I'll give you your prescription, right? So I'm waiting and she comes out and then she says, oh, is this for? And then she says my dead name. And I'm like, my name is Rylan.
Your dead name is what you were named before you were trans.
And then she puts the medication on the table and shuts the door and locks it behind her.
Fuck, she's locked you out. It's very sad. Like, these people are obviously struggling.
Every fucking day.
But mate, if that's what's breaking your little heart, like, your life is going to be tough. You need to develop a little bit of toughness in your life. Like, things aren't always easy. And either it's life that's going to break you, or you need to break through it. And with this attitude, the Gen Z attitude, it'll be you who breaks.
I don't talk to my family.
Why not?
They're irrelevant.
They're irrelevant?
None of them have followers. If they got followers or got rich, I'd probably talk to them again.
Hang on a minute. Did you just say I don't talk to my family?
Fucking Gen Z. All right, last one.
Being on time is white supremacy because what are they always on time to do? Oppress.
She's not wrong.
She is wrong. Sometimes I'm on time to go to the gym or go out to dinner. Not oppress.
She's not wrong. She's actually 100% right.
No. Your 100% is incorrect.
This year I learned that there's two different ways that time can be measured, monochronic and polychronic. So individuals and societies that move in a polychronic way value relationships. Relationships to people, relationships to the earth, etc.
Shut the fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is done. I've had enough. 1 in 5 Gen Zs have a positive view of Osama bin Laden. A new poll shows that 1 out of 5 younger Americans has a positive view on Osama bin Laden, and that various age groups have differing views about the September 11 terrorist attacks. How? The poll conducted by the Daily Mail found that 3 in 10 members of Gen Z thought the views of bin Laden were a force for good. This is bad. 8% said that bin Laden's views and actions were good. He killed 2,000 people in New York City, you fucking goose. Can you believe that? Fuck. That's a real shame. And these are the people that will, when World War III pops around, be defending us all. That should horrify you immediately. What the fuck is this? School makeup? How you got school makeup? Go back, hang on. Let me just... This is one thing I don't get. He's got tattoos, this girl. So you're not at school, are ya? Are ya? I don't understand why people on TikTok, they make this content when they're 30 years old about what it's like being at school. Like, I understand you've got a young audience, but it's just fucking... It's a bit sus, alright? That's all I'm saying. How much poo would you get under those fingernails? That's what I want to know. What the fuck? What is this? This is... I guarantee you this has tens of thousands of likes. Makeup's the biggest fucking lie of all time. Like, ladies, you wake up in the morning and just paint your face. Us poor men, we're going to wake up and just deal with this shit we've got. You guys just get whatever you want, right? You are living in a pretend universe. That's what you're doing. Do we need to watch the rest of this? Is he going to do anything interesting? It goes for a whole minute. I'm going to skip through. You look fucking stupid, mate. You're a grown-ass fucking man, all right? Sorry to be mean, but cut it out. Freshly shaved and ready to be railed. Oh no, I know who this is. This guy, whoever he is, finds thoughts, I believe the term is, on the internet, sees them doing things or posting things like freshly shaved and ready to be railed, and then goes and reports this to their parents or family. And I, for one, am all for it. So where are we going? We found, I guess that's the mum. I'm going to send her a photo or a screenshot of the video or the video itself. This your daughter? Oh my God. Imagine getting this. My mum's so proud of me. She is so proud of me that I am This is another thing. This is another thing about posting shit on the internet. What we were talking about before with the other OnlyFans girl. Imagine being a parent and seeing this shit. This little baby that you've brought up is now posting shit like this. Freshly shaved and ready to be railed. Ladies, there's nothing wrong with shaving and getting ready to get railed, but just why would you fucking put it out there? It's the same if dudes do it. Shave me pubes, ready to fuck something. Don't put it on the internet, dickhead.
Once my boyfriend was asleep, so I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick, so I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told him.
The fact that she laughs at that, that's fucked. That's real bad. These fucking creatures. Pumpkin soup thrown at the Mona Lisa. Shut up. So these are, you know, the climate change activists that they throw shit at paintings and all this type of stuff. Dude, all it makes me want to do is pollute the environment. All it makes me want to do is buy the biggest diesel guzzling car. I want to open up a coal mine. I want a cobalt mine full of slaves in my backyard. That's what it makes me want to do. I don't want anything to do with these people. I don't want to save the environment. Fuck the turtles, all right? I want to destroy the environment just because of these people. I was all on board with reducing emissions and all this shit. Now, fuck the lot of you, all right? I'm going to go and burn something.
We're outies. Our stream goes in different directions when we pee. We're outies. We can't ride a bike or a horse comfortably. We're outies. We have to move it to the side for entry. We're outies.
We're outies. Okay. She's talking about genitals. Moving it to the side, gets in the way when we pee, can't ride a horse. Is she suggesting or saying that she has either A, big flaps, maybe, but I have a sneaking suspicion she's talking about a big fucking clit. A big clit that just gets in the way. Look at it go. It's a monster. That's what I think she's talking about. And okay, she's probably talking about flaps, let's be honest. Vag flaps, if you're not, following. But I want to believe that she's talking about her big clit. Let's restart the video and believe in our heart that she's talking about her giant 2-inch clit.
We're outies. Our stream goes in different directions when we pee. We're outies. We can't ride a bike or a horse comfortably.
I bet it gets stuck in the spokes.
We have to move it to the side for entry.
Ooh. All right, on to the next one.
I believe that every black woman on this planet should be entitled to financial compensation just for existence on this earth in this society. And though I could go down my laundry list of reasons and likely convince you to and show you why I believe that, I'm not going to. You'll understand when you do. Toodles!
So she believes that every black woman on the planet deserves compensation. And this is a very common belief, not just for black people, white people, everyone. Gen Z believes that they deserve handouts. And here's the thing. You don't deserve handouts. You don't deserve shit. You barely deserve existence, all right? Everyone in this generation wants something for free. They say phrases like, oh, I deserve this. You don't deserve shit, mate. Particularly when we're talking about compensation for things that happened many years ago. Like, if it directly affected you, then yeah, sure, you are due some compensation. But it didn't, did it? Like, I imagine she's talking about things like the slave trade. A horrific thing that affected thousands of people who happened to be black. But here's the thing. Years before that, thousands upon thousands of Christian people were kept as slaves by Muslim people. And Muslim people were slaves. And these people, everyone was slaves. We're all fucked. Human society has been fucked for a very long time, and a lot of people were treated like shit. Do we all deserve compensation? No, all right? If it directly affects you, sure, but it doesn't, does it? So shut up. I hope their wedding was half price, ladies and gentlemen. No, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is a happy moment to end on. And I want to shout out all the Gen Z people in the comment section on these videos. These guys, they come in and they say, hey, I'm Gen Z and I'm not like this, and I'm Gen Z and I'm cool. You guys should like me. We don't like you. We don't want anything to do with you, you piece of shit.
I'm non-binary, so if you're a girl and you think I'm hot, you're gay. If you're a guy and you think I'm hot, you're gay. If you're non-binary and you think I'm hot, I've probably slept with one of your exes. I'm sorry.
Okay, she's trying to be funny, but shut up. All right, so if you're a girl and you think she's hot, you're gay. If you're a guy and you think she's hot, listen, you're a woman. All right? Fucking these people. Honestly, just get any hobby, anything. Fucking Lego, anything.
What's up? Today I went to go to an appointment, a checkup, whatever. So me thinking like, hey, like, I already had conversations with them. Let's hope that they have they listen and learn.
I bet they are today, Junior. Today.
And learn their lesson. And they respect my pronouns.
You should respect people's pronouns. You should do it. It's nice. But still, if someone makes a mistake, it's on the person who has the mistake made against them. They're obviously not making enough of an effort.
And literally, I was getting served from the fucking minute I walked in, and I was like,
I'd probably say if this person, who I assume identifies as a woman, if she walked in, I'd probably call her a she. She looks female, right? Ish.
I was like, girl. I was like, what do you mean, baby? I was like, it's ma'am. Like, it's ma'am. Please refer me as ma'am.
Who are they referring you to?
That are my pronouns. This motherfucker had the audacity to be like, yes, sir.
Okay. I assume you've got a dick, so just fucking deal with it. There are people in the world starving and being blown up by fucking bombs. And someone calls you a sir when you have a dick. Are you going to be alright? Never ask a Gen Z their opinion on their country.
How's it going?
Hi.
Hi, we're just filming to see what people's thoughts are about.
What's its deal? Yeah.
What's its deal?
What are you about? Yeah.
No, we're a Perth-based channel.
Excuse me, that is a man of colour, and you are asking him things with aggression. I suggest you stop that, white boy.
Today's an important day to be here, so we just want to know what people are feeling.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, well, today is a day that celebrates genocide, and I don't think that any of us...
I think we're talking about Australia Day, ladies and gentlemen, which for a lot of people here in this country, they really don't like. And for most of them, they can't tell you why. Now, I understand why a lot of Aboriginal people would see Australia Day as a pretty hurtful day. If my grandparents were taken away from their families, I'd have the shits too. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and you may not be aware of this if you're from overseas. In Australia, we have Australia Day. It's like our 4th of July. We celebrate this country. But half of the country doesn't do it because they see it as a day with genocide and racism, etc., etc. It's seen as a celebration of the day that white people turned up in Australia. Very bad, I know. But here's the thing, we absolutely deserve a day, all right? Now, a lot of people who want to change the date want it abolished altogether. That's ridiculous because this country is absolutely fantastic. It's a great country and anyone who doesn't like it should fuck off.
That's what we're here to oppose. We think that, yeah, it's not a day to celebrate at all. I don't think Australia should be celebrated at all, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, my point exactly.
Australia shouldn't be celebrated.
Not at all. It was founded on genocide of Indigenous people and the ongoing dispossession of land.
Yeah, that fucking sucks, all right? No doubt. It's horrible what my ancestors did to Indigenous people in Australia. And you know what? Your ancestors probably did horrible shit, regardless of what colour you are. The fact of the matter remains that humans do horrible shit to each other, and they have since the dawn of time. There's no getting around that.
And oppression of Indigenous people in prisons, like deaths in police custody.
You know the whole deaths in custody thing? It's phrased as if, police are beating and killing people who just because they're Indigenous. In fact, most of them who die, and they shouldn't die, and it's horrific that they die via drug use, suicide, all those type of things. Horrible things that shouldn't happen, but I think it's a little bit disingenuous when it comes to talking about deaths in custody, like the police are out there actually beating the shit out of people in prison and killing them, which I imagine they're not.
You don't like Australia as a country at all?
No.
Well, fuck off, bro. Or she, her.
You live here?
Yeah, but I think it's a racist country.
You're a fucking idiot.
It's a racist state.
Dude, have you got breasts? No, hey, just asking.
Okay, for me, as a migrant, I'm really happy I'm here.
Okay.
This man, as a migrant, is a racist. Actually, I've seen a lot of his interviews on TikTok. He seems like a good dude.
Just playing devil's advocate here, if you hate the country or don't like it, there are countries where there won't be racism.
No, there's not.
There's no countries without racism.
Well, no.
What about countries where the majority of people are dark-skinned? Are you saying that dark-skinned people can be racist? You racist?
Well, no, because racism is called by capitalism.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, and we have to overthrow capitalism.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it this Savo. Have you got anything on this afternoon? Let's do it. I hate this generation. You asked me why I make these videos about Gen Z. Case in point.
Anyway, I'm busy, so...
No, you're fucking not.
Well, put it frankly, Senator, we'd have to shut down the building pretty much to achieve the recommendations.
So access is too hard and might cost so much. So let's just make sure the report doesn't recommend that.
Okay, so this dude is a Greens senator, a far-left senator in Australia. He's also in a wheelchair, which isn't important, but it's important for what's about to be said in the video.
So what you're saying to me, disability access inclusion is too expensive and too difficult. You've been told that this building doesn't meet the standards.
Okay, so they're talking about changing parts of Parliament to make it more accessible to people who are disabled. And they should. You should put ramps in. They should be able to get around. No doubt. But what he's asking for will make you just question reality as a whole.
So you're not going to release the recommendations until you've watered them down?
No, Senator, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'll pick a couple of examples, but I really am reluctant to get into detail around it. Things, for example, like the ticking of the clocks.
Yeah. A massive access challenge for neurodivergent people in this building.
Neurodivergent people in Parliament, elected people, or at the very least, people employed by the government of Australia, cannot handle ticking clocks. Fuck me.
There is thousands of clocks in the building and would require replacement of the entire...
Thousands of clocks. How much does a clock cost? A nice clock. A couple of $100 maybe? Particularly for Parliament. It's got to look flash. This conversation is happening, mind you, in a cost of living crisis. You've heard that on the news a fucking 1,000 fucking times a day, right? And this dude, this fucking senator, wants all the clocks replaced in Parliament so that people with slight autism don't freak out because they hear the clock and nothing else. Well, fuck me, if you can't handle a clock, you shouldn't be in the job. Suck a dick.
Realizing I'm transgender was my personal 9/11.
You had an aircraft fly into you, killing thousands of people? Wow, that must be tough to deal with. I've seen this video 1,000 times. This is why 2024 is unsafe for women. You are not unsafe. In saying that, no one is safe. You're never going to be in a world that is safe because psychos exist, all right? For men and women, women have to deal with it because psychos are fucking psychos, and oftentimes, almost all the time, they're men, they're bigger than them, and if they kill you, it's very bad. But you are not unsafe, all right? You're certainly not unsafe. What are you even doing? Are you practicing bouncing on dicks? Why are you smiling at the camera, throwing the medicine ball around? What are you doing? So some gym bro walks over, what are you doing? Okay, where's this going?
My leg day warm up?
No, don't give me that bullshit. I know you know what you're doing. So actually,
A leg day?
no, you're actually you realize you're actually responding to girls. You're actually responding to girls.
Are you pointing at me?
You know, I wonder if this girl has an OnlyFans. That would not surprise me at all. But as for this dude going up and having a crack at her, you're what's wrong with girls. Fucking ridiculous, come to his gym and do that. I don't know, mate. Like, I've had a crack at girls who film themselves and they're wearing G-strings at the gym, and, you know, a dude glances and they try and ruin their lives. I've said that's bullshit, but as for her, she's doing it in track pants and she's being a bit of a possible warm-up, possible whore, who knows, alleged, etc. Fuck, wouldn't you just let it go? That's what I'd do. Unless she is selling OnlyFans, then good on you, mate. You're doing the Lord's work.
Hi. My name is Tempest.
Hello, Tempest. How do you do?
And if you don't want me to step on your toes...
Why are you trying to act tough to a camera in your car with your blue hair? That's a weird thing to do.
Move your fucking feet.
That is ridiculous. Bring back bullying. Okay, we have a woman screaming. What? Did someone's cat just react to that? That's who you're getting through to, cats. You're getting through to the feline population of the world. What is this? I would love some context. Oh, the poor cat. Meow, back at you, brother. Anyway, get Gen Zs out of fucking Parliament. Get Gen Zs out of politics altogether.
Disney fans have asked for years, what does The Little Mermaid eat? Disney's remake provides an answer. Oh, fried chicken. What?
That's not
Because
funny.
the new Little Mermaid is black.
Not funny.
That's so racist. Not fuck with that. I don't fuck with that.
Lol. You said it. As if you can't laugh at that. Fucking grow up, pussy.
A lot of people think I'm confident, but I'm actually just loud. Yeah. When it comes to believing in myself, I'm an atheist.
All right. Moving on.
Honestly, don't know what to do, but like, there was like a really bad experience.
Oh, no.
Basically, I was just getting a drink at the bar, and they called both Azul and I ladies after they were done making the drink.
You are a lady.
I was like, some people don't refer to themselves as ladies, but it's okay that you didn't know. I'm in a gay bar, so I should feel safe.
Think back 100 years, what people her age were doing. The men were fighting in wars. The women were at home running the show, working in factories, preparing ammunition, clothing, food, everything. And she, this lady right here, who looks exactly like a lady, because someone said, "What are you ladies having?" Fuck me, dead. This is what I'm saying, all right? If this is the clear evidence.
Oh, Jesus was gay, right?
This is gross.
32-year-old virgin. He's hanging out with 12 dudes in the park all night. What do you think they're doing in there? Look, it's a religion only of men. They pray to this gorgeous guy, six-pack, Matthew McConaughey. He's just hanging there, nail me, you know? Like,
Could you imagine if somebody was trying to do a stand-up comedy routine and made fun of Jews like this or made fun of Muslims like this?
Coming to see me live all over the world, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets are now on sale at isaacbutterfield.com, where I do exactly that, including having a crack at Christians. And this isn't so much about Gen Z. This is just females in general not having a sense of humour. Sorry, love.
No, I don't trim or shave anything at all, really. And I think that's kind of the appeal.
Okay, that's gross.
I am so sick and tired of these fucking white supremacist ass, white beauty standard AI filters that just make your face skinnier and your skin whiter and your eyes blue. And don't try and tell no one about it. They just get angry at you for pointing it out. I swear, most people are not ready to decolonize themselves. It's crazy.
You have a beard. You look like every person who's angry in my comment section. That's what I imagine they all look like. And I think I'm pretty spot on.
Men only respect the women they're attracted to. And that pisses me off. They'll sit there and be like, I respect women. And then they're leaving comments in my DMs about, I'm a fucking fatty patty whale causing a tsunami.
Yeah,
like,
but they'll see a skinny girl eating a burger and they'll get a boner.
Yes.
Like, it's insane.
No.
Whatever.
Okay, mate. The only thing I want to talk about in this video right here is, by far, the comment from Gabe Lindsay 6 from 4 weeks ago, who said, I respect the chair she's sitting on, with 18,000 likes. That's fucking hilarious. What they're talking about here is respect. And apparently men only respect the women that they're attracted to. I don't know. I don't know if that's like the reality. I think what she might be experiencing is men only wanting to listen to women that, you know, they're attracted to because they want to get in their pants. And okay, fair enough. But ladies, are you listening to dudes that are real fucking ugly? Like, do you value what they have to say? Probably not. You probably don't. This goes both ways, ladies. All right? Fucking you're not this victim that you think you are. Harden the fuck up, all right? Harden up. This is an article from Dextro. Internet has no sympathy for influencer losing her job because of OnlyFans content. This is a massive issue that's going to face a lot of Gen Z. After being fired from her tech job for her OnlyFans content, Renee Erica, who has 2 first names, she should have been fired, took to the streets to promote herself, you fucking big prosy, and expose her former boss, but the internet couldn't care less about her situation. No, of course we couldn't care less. You get fucked on the internet for money. We don't care what you have to say. No one cares what you have to say. Ta-ta, bye-bye.
О, вогник жарко, жарко. 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 О, тренда, глад что вогник, thank you. О, вогник жарко, жарко. О, вогник жарко, жарко. О, вогник жарко, жарко. О, вогник жарко, жарко.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? Okay, if you don't know what this is, and I hope you don't, this is a TikTok live where people get gifts. Like you see here how there's a rose there, that's worth some money. There's a little fire emoji, that's worth some money. And people dance around. This is, and I do not get it. I don't understand it. There is grown men and grown women battling each other on this app, doing this type of shit. This is what Gen Z does to make cash, you fucks. I want to die. Honestly, fuck off, you fucking grubs. My God. No wonder everyone hates you. This is the shit that you're doing. But I can't look away.
Thank you. Good. Oh, морозово, холодно, морозово, холодно. Oh, тренда, глад что вогник, thank you. Oh, шоколад, амбиции.
Fuck off.
Size 6, $15. Size 8, $15. Size 10 to 18, $17. Since when did Kmart...
Are you complaining because it costs more because it's a bigger size? Hey babe, it's more material. If you go to the service station, if you go put some gas or petrol in your car and you put a little bit extra in, it's going to cost you more. In the same vein, if you need more material to cover your giant ass, it's going to cost you more. Sorry. Oh, these fucking... This is what ruins this generation. These type of pricks.
Did not get the vote I voted. It is time for deeds and not words. It is time to just stop oil.
I have never been more pro something in my life. I am so pro-oil, I'm so pro-coal, I'm so pro-climate change because of idiots like this. I want to see the world burn. I'm fucking off it because of pricks like this. They are, mate, it's like the fucking hardcore vegans, right? They make everyone want to eat meat. They make vegans want to turn into meat eaters because no one wants to be associated with them. It's the same with the Just Stop Oil pieces of shit. No one wants to be associated with them, and that's why I'm starting my own movement. It's let's burn this fucking planet. It's going to be a great movement, and I reckon we're going to do it. Go us. But what I think really pisses me off about all of this and the Just Stop Oil crowd, and we've seen it recently in my hometown of Newcastle in Australia, all these fucking people went out on kayaks in the middle of a shipping lane to stop coal. We don't pollute the environment anywhere near the amount that other countries do. And yet, you don't spend any time in China, in India, in any of the big, and I'm talking massive countries, where they're just polluting non-stop, 10 times the amount that big countries in the Western world do. They don't give a fuck, and yet you're over here smashing a piece of fucking art. Doing what? You're not doing anything. You're not making people care more about the environment or stopping oil. You're making people hate you and hate your cause. So fuck you. And fuck the environment.
Comment reads, can you do a video explaining neo-pronouns? Some of my friends and headmates use them, but I don't really understand neo-pronouns. Yeah, I can absolutely do that.
Okay, if you don't know, neo-pronouns are pronouns she, her, they, them, ze, zer, zere, right? What people want to be called. Neo-pronouns are like, if you want to be called a cat, then you can be a cat. If you feel like you're a bit of a pirate, you can be a bit of a pirate. It's basically when someone's having issues mentally and their meds, they just ain't hitting anymore, and they think to themselves, I want to be called something weird, and then they want you to respect them for it. That's what a neo-pronoun is.
For anyone who isn't familiar with the concept of neo-pronouns, it's basically anything that's being used as a pronoun in place of traditional pronouns.
Don't fucking throw these fucking rabbit ears in, mate. All right? They're traditional because that's fucking how it is. All right? That's just how it is.
He, she, they, sometimes
they is not traditional. Sometimes it. Who the fuck wants to be called it?
The term neopronouns also includes the subcategory of pronouns called xenopronouns.
Imagine this being your life. What's a xenopronoun?
Which is pronouns based on nouns. And I'll give examples of both and how to use some of them.
Please do.
Some examples of neopronouns include things like zem, zer, am, air.
A-air. Who the fuck wants to be called an a-air? Oh, whose toothbrush is that? It's a-airs.
I use am pronouns, which is basically they, them pronouns without the th.
Who? What? Fuck!
It's instead of they, them, their, themself, it becomes am, air, emself. They did this becomes a did this. Give this to them becomes give this to em. This is their sweater becomes this is air sweater. And they were talking to themselves becomes a were talking to emself.
We need to lock these people up. We need to stop the war on drugs and start the war on fucking whatever this is.
Then for the subcategory of neopronouns, xenopronouns, which are pronouns based on existing nouns or concepts.
This person is like just genuinely saying this, being dead serious.
You have things like cat self, plant self,
fuck
bug self,
you. Fuck you.
Wind self.
So much.
Like, that thing's giant. How many times bigger is it than Earth? Like...
The moon?
Yeah.
No, not bigger.
Yeah, it is.
This is called female privilege, because if a dude was this dumb, he would be put in a fucking hole and left there. But she is seen as a woman that many men would like to date because she's attractive. That's female privilege right there. Ladies, you can be the dumbest piece of shit alive and still marry someone with money, and you can still be all happy and successful and all that type of shit. That is female privilege. This idiot thinks the moon's bigger than the Earth. What the fuck?
The moon. Nah.
You just said you're so into it and you don't know that the moon's bigger than Earth.
The moon's about the same size as Australia. So not bigger than the Earth. And I learned that in fucking... when I was 10.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is.
She's got tits. Maybe she's right. Look at him. He knows. But he still wants to fuck her, so he's like, maybe you're right. Maybe you're onto something there. Is So this is the thing. There's this thing called post-nut clarity. If he ejaculates and then is asked this question from her, he will look her in the eye and say, you're a fucking idiot. But because he hasn't ejaculated at this point, he will go, maybe you're right. Maybe you're onto something.
It is. The moon is bigger than Earth.
Earth? Shut up.
Surely it has to be. Because when you're looking at the moon from Earth, it's huge. But like, it's so far away from us.
Stick to OnlyFans, you idiot.
Are you safe with all these procedures? Yes, because all the plastic surgeons I go to are like highly qualified, and if they wouldn't be highly qualified, they couldn't reach that sizes.
Just, this is your daily reminder that some people are allergic to bees. Be careful out there.
If men want to jerk off, they'll watch porn. That's up to them.
They watch
How
you.
am I the manipulator?
I did. Yeah.
It's a personable thing. OnlyFans is a personable thing. You're shitting on girls for wanting to make money so that they can actually have, like, money up front when they're young.
I'm shitting on girls for taking the easy way out. Which you can take the easy way out. That's fine. But you got to deal with what comes with taking the easy way out, which means a harder life. People are not going to respect you.
I don't think people don't respect me. I think people respect me more when they actually find out who I am and genuinely care.
I think this is a Fresh and Fit podcast. Yeah. This is the whole argument with the OnlyFans thing, is like it's an easy way out. And that's the argument from people who are saying, you know, you probably shouldn't be doing this. And the argument against that is, hey, well, I want money. And there's a lot of ways to make money that is the easy way out, or seen as, or people look down upon. And OnlyFans is that way for a lot of people. It's basically giving up. That's what it is. It's like, I want money, I want this, I need a Birkin bag, I need a Gucci fucking belt. And the only way I'm going to make that money is either I marry rich or I become an OnlyFans chick. And that is such a fucking cop-out. And your parents would look at you and just be ashamed and look down upon everything that you have become. And I know that's harsh, but if you were the parent and you were looking at your child and they were doing this, you would think to yourself, what the fuck? Where did I go wrong? And that is part of the Gen Z mentality. They want the easy way out. They don't want to fight hard for something. They just want things to be given to them. And that is a piss poor attitude. That is a weak attitude. And that is why they are a shit generation.
There's so much variety. I have sampled about half a dozen people's piss. Some of it is quite pleasant, quite fruity, and some of it is just the worst time.
How does one even how? Ugh. Okay, this next video gets better as it goes on. Please, just trust me.
Watch me release 26 years of unprocessed emotions and traumas stored in the body. I cannot believe I'm putting this on the internet, but here we go. Look, the truth is we all
You're having a seizure, love. That's what you're doing.
We all store trauma when we can't complete the stress cycle properly.
My body is moving on its own. I've surrendered control. You are epileptic.
This means that we don't complete the proper physiological responses needed to get rid of the energy and tension. If you think about two ducks fighting in the water or a pond over a piece of bread...
Okay. Let me try and digest this. Isabella, who this lady is on the ground shaking, is suggesting that we need to shake more to release trauma. Okay.
They always shake their wings off afterwards.
Yes, ducks do shake. Dogs shake too. We're not ducks. We're not dogs. Ducks do a lot of different things. I know lots of facts about ducks. Do you know it's very common for ducks to rape each other? And a duck's penis is 4 inches longer than its body. Very different to humans. Most humans, anyway. If you've got a dick 4 inches longer than your body, I don't know. Good on you, mate. Well done.
Dogs shake when they're scared. To give a human example, if someone isn't able to get their needs met and
they have a seizure on the floor and record it for TikTok. That's what they do.
Move when they don't feel safe emotionally, physically, or psychologically. Like, let's say a really rude email comes in from your boss that triggers some childhood wound and you feel really stressed but you're stuck at your desk.
Oh my God.
Your body isn't going to be able to discharge the accumulated energy and tension.
It's so obvious that this woman is aiming towards Gen Z here, because all you have to do to impress them is speak with big words clearly and have a positive backing track. You can say absolutely anything. Follow me here. It is physiologically advantageous to stretch your foreskin over your big toe, and the reason that we do this is because deep within the hypothalamus you can actually articulate feelings and emotions, and they personify throughout the foreskin and into the big toe, and by doing so you can actually reduce the rate of depression amongst perimenopausal women. If I posted that on TikTok tomorrow, you would have a whole generation of idiots stretching their foreskin over their big toes to save their perimenopausal mothers. All you have to do is speak with confidence for these idiots and they lap it up.
Little t trauma exists too, which are the more subtle, cumulative stresses
Little t, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
or challenging experiences that add up and still have a really...
So you have a rough day, you get home and you shake on the floor like a fucking, I nearly said a very bad word. I will move on.
Still have a really significant impact on us, like feelings of pain or shame, little microaggressions or mean remarks at school or work. In my case, I spent a lot of my childhood not feeling seen or heard.
Now look at you, you're killing it. You're laying on the floor fucking just gyrating.
And I didn't get my needs met emotionally
Look at your
when I was
feet,
really
you
upset.
idiot.
And that counts as trauma too. And while years of talk therapy or becoming aware of your
Nothing else really helps, so now I shake on the floor and I just feel great.
trauma is really helpful, you haven't actually healed it, which is why somatic movements are the solution. You need to communicate with your body through movement, which is its favorite language, telling it that it's safe and that it's time to release the mountain of emotions, pain, and trauma that's still keeping you from showing up as the healthiest, happiest version of yourself. If you're interested in this and you want guided support to do the same, join the waiting list for...
Oh, hang on, there's a waiting list. Somatic healing. Let's see what you're selling, lady. 129 Great British pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be an absolute dick here, but that sounds like a bit of a... I'm not going to say it. Insert your own word there.
Hi, it's okay. I'm hoping to use your customer size policy today.
Your customer of size policy. So that's the thing now. Person of size. All right. Fair enough. Southwest Airlines, if you didn't know, I made a video on it. They now allow you to, if you are a very obese human being or a person of size, waltz on into the airport and demand an extra seat free of charge. Mind you, even if it's a sold out flight, you'll still get that chair and someone else will get bumped. That's what this person's doing here.
Yes, I'm leaving, yes. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for your help.
Unbelievable that is something that's like a participation trophy at life. If you're so big that you need an extra seat, fucking pay for it, mate. I'm 6'8". I need the extra leg room. I've got to pay for it. Why don't you?
Products are unethical because I use leather, or people messaging me.
Hang on. Stop. Go back to the start of this video. Decolonize your veganism. Wow. Okay, great. Looking forward to watching this. Let me just guess though. I bet this is someone, or he or she, whatever, has been to one college or university lecture on colonization and has decided to go, hey, you know what? I don't know anything about anything, but I'm going to just throw together this fucking shit video about why colonization has infected veganism and spill it out to the masses. And then everyone's going to make fun of me and I'm not going to understand why. Fucking play the clip.
Products are unethical because I use leather, or people messaging me asking me to use vegan leather instead. And y'all, please stop. It is not more sustainable or ethical to use plastic over indigenous processed deer hide.
I agree, but you're talking to vegans here who don't want to kill animals.
If you want to live a life filled with environmentalism, then you need to look towards indigenous people, practices, and products.
Yes, in fact, you know what? If you want to save the environment, the next indigenous person you see, I want you to tap them on the shoulder and I want you to beg them, stop climate change. You're the only ones that can stop it, please!
The vegan movement is so focused on the no animal rule that
I can't imagine why. Isn't that the whole thing?
They're forgetting just how racist they're being. And I see indigenous creators getting harassed all the time when they eat meat. But I have
vegans harass everybody.
Never seen any commentary from vegans about the polymer clay earrings. You know, the plastic earrings that pollute the environment.
Yes, it's not water bottles, it's not plastic, it's not any of that that's polluting the environment. It's not plastic bags, it's clay earrings. That's what's clogging up the turtles. Clay earrings.
Did you know that indigenous people make up 5% of the population but are responsible for 80% of the Earth's diversity of taking care of the environment? 80%.
What does that even fucking mean?
If you're vegan, that's totally fine. Go you. But please stop with that holier than thou act. Please start decolonizing your veganism.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Actually learning about what is sustainable, what is ethical, and why colonization has infiltrated the vegan movement so heavily.
Yes, very true. Captain Cook loves broccoli.
It is well known that the vegan movement is incredibly racist. It's well known that the vegan movement is more set on harassing people rather than actually being sustainable.
I actually agree with that.
If you can't appreciate the materials I use and why, then please don't buy my products. I'm never going to use vegan leather, so please just stop asking me.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's another example of someone who should have never received a participation trophy, which then leads to thinking that people actually give a fuck about what they think. They don't. No one cares. Shut up.
Okay, you guys are all just like really misogynistic.
How do you define misogyny?
Okay, this is the Whatever podcast. This is a lady. She's been asked to define misogyny. She's looking upset. Why are you upset? That's a creepy smile. Why is she crying? Why are you crying?
I'm just asking how you define misogyny.
Oh my God. These are the people that will fight wars in the future. These people. These people are going to raise children one day. These people. This is what happens when you have generations before you make it easy for you. You turn into that.
Can I go?
It's a podcast, not a fucking concentration camp.
Are you okay? Like, do you want to go as
I've been on this podcast. There's a door. I went through it and then I left it.
Go as in leave?
Oh my God.
Look, if you want to leave, you can leave. I was hoping we could continue.
The Whatever podcast. It's holding women prisoner, apparently. Well done.
If you are not thin, white, and possibly blonde, your experience in Australia as a woman will be very different. I met with this girl today.
You are white.
I met through Facebook, and we were just talking about what it's like to live in Sydney and travel Australia as someone who isn't thin or white.
You are white.
Is such a different experience because I'm white, obviously. She wasn't white.
Well, obviously,
and I'm
that's
not
why I was
thin.
confused.
And it's just the experience that I see, like these thin, white, blonde girls having in Australia is so different than my experience.
Hang on. Are you complaining because you're not getting dick? Tell me this video isn't you complaining because you're not getting dick.
Especially when it comes to like dating and romantic.
This video is you complaining because you're not getting dick.
Anything, romantic attention, like genuinely since I got to Australia, I have received
no dick. That's what she's complaining about. This video has 35,000 likes. I'm cockless. Let me complain.
A little to no romantic attention, and I know that it's because I'm not thin. And
well, don't be fat. Simple as that. Fucking complaining about that. God, shut up. What the fuck is this? Is that two fingers wrestling? I've seen worms scrawling on the pavement that look less creepy than that. Ah! 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 Fix your teeth. Christ!
Hi, my name is Asa. I am a member of a DID system, and
DID system? I don't know.
I'm also a bearded vulture Therian.
No, you're not.
I have two questions. One is for other Therians, specifically bird Therians.
A Therian is someone who thinks they're an animal.
And the other question is for other systems who have Therian...
Other systems? Like Mac, Microsoft?
System members. So first question for other bird Therians.
I need director's commentary on this. I don't know what you're saying.
What are some things you do that help you feel more connected to your stereotype?
Become more connected to... Hang on, your ossa, your pronouns are they, ze, bone, brittle. Have some calcium, you fucking nutter.
Like, I know that for people whose stereotypes are four-legged, they can do quadrobics, and that helps them a lot. But obviously that's not applicable to bird Therians. I also want to clarify for anyone who doesn't know, quadrobics does not automatically equal Therians. People can do quadrobics and not be a Therian. And second question is for systems with Therian alters. Do these alters appear human in our world, or do they appear as their stereotype in our world? Or is it kind of a combo situation? Like we have someone in our system who is both a guy and a vulture at the same time. We don't consider him a Therian because he doesn't consider himself a Therian. He just kind of exists as both of those things at once. Is that